Send it over to Sheila.
Thank you very much, Bill. We're wrapping up Black History Month by asking you to become part of our nation's history. The Heritage Village Museum in Sharon Woods Park is a backdrop for the portrayal of runaway slaves. Two of the actors are with us this morning, Lonell Childred and Michael Ward. It's great to see both of you.
Thank you.
And it was nice of you to wear your costumes from the performance. First, just give me a little bit of background on this and what it's like. Okay. Either one of you.
You can talk a little bit.
You want to start, Mike?
The play itself, the audience, it's an interactive play. It is held at the Heritage Village Museum, which is in Sharon Woods Park, one of the Hamilton County parks. And the audience members actually become runaway slaves. They are given scarves and bandanas to wear around their neck and their heads, and that indicates that you are a runaway slave. Now, it gets pretty intense, and so you are told up front that if anything becomes too uncomfortable for you, remove your scarf or bandana, and the actors treat you as if you're invisible. But then you can still remain with the group and observe what happens.
Does that happen often? People become uncomfortable? It's a pretty heavy issue, right?
All the time. We have people cry sometimes, you know, especially some of the younger kids, but actually some adults cry as well. It's very, very tense, very emotional.
How does it affect you, Lonell?
I love doing the show, okay? My character, John Hatfield, he's a free man, free black man, and abolitionist, and my goal is to help the fugitive slaves escape to Canada and to find their freedom and all the struggles that we have on the way. So we are good versus bad here, okay, during the whole struggle. And with the Underground Railroad, really you had a lot of coded language in the Underground Railroad. You had station masters, you had ticket agents who arranged for slave escapes, you had stockholders, which were people who raised money for fugitives to escape. They used different terms. For example, if there was trouble on the Underground Railroad, they would say that the train has run off the track. That means that there's trouble. So if anyone ever intercepted these messages, they were just sort of general railroad terminology, but the whole, you know, real thing is about the Underground Railroad.
I would imagine that you both have learned a great deal from doing these performances. Tell me what you hope other people learn from it.
Well, basically, I mean, it is an educational tool, and gratefully, you know, it impacts both children and adults who go through it. We're seeing a great impact on people who do it, realizing that you know, the way you treat people, whether it's with words or actions, has a major effect. And my character, like Lonell referred to, it's good versus bad. Well, people see my character as a bad person because they're applying 20th, 21st century sensibilities to that person. But in that day and age, he was just a man doing his job and had a lot of people on his side and actually had the law on his side in many respects.
Interesting, but part of our history, and I know that you really try hard to maintain historical accuracy. I want to give folks some information so they can find out more about the runaway slave reenactments. They're doing them for some school kids today and tomorrow at Sharon Woods Park, and they have some future dates in May. They're also going to be performing on some Mondays and Fridays in March. So really, if you just want to find out more about how you and your family can take part in this, call the number on your screen. It's 513-563-9484. And Mike and Lonell, it was great to meet you, and good luck with the performances.
All right,
thank you. In sports, in just a few minutes, we're going to tell you why high